Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to do a ship tour of the Disney Wonder. And we're going to go ahead and go down here and start on deck number 1 and work our way from the bottom up to the top of the ship. So we're headed down to deck number 1 right now, and we'll take a look. Alright, so we are down here on deck number 1. Now, there's not much down here on deck number 1, but the big important thing is the health center is down here on deck number 1. So in case you're sick, ill, anything like that, this is where you're going to come to down here. Okay. This is also one of the forward locations here on both sides where you'll disembark the ship during any shore excursions or, when you get to crew ports and things like that. Very few cabins down here on deck number 1. There are stairs. Like I said, the biggest thing down here is the health center. Come here into the elevator.
Doors closing.
Okay. Alright, so now we are on deck 3 forward. Come up here and you have the sea treasures. A little store right here where you can get some princess dresses for your little ones. Okay, we have the Crown and Fin, a proper English pub. We'll come in here and take a look real quick. They have some games you can play in here. Some nice comfortable chairs. In here during the daytime, this is where you'll play a lot of your trivias played in here during the daytime. Of course, they do have a bar area. Around through here. And here's where they put out some snacks. And then you come out this way. Okay, we'll go in Azure here in just a minute. Then you come right over here. Come straight across. Okay. Down there are the restrooms. Okay. And this is Disney's after hours area. Here in the evening, this is adults only. They have a little, this is the Cadillac Lounge. They have a little list of menu of everything going on in here today. And come and check out the Cadillac Lounge. A little dark in here this morning. I make it a little hard to see. But they also have bar service. And of course, the back of the bar there is the front end of a Cadillac. Hence the name, the Cadillac Lounge. And this is where your piano player will be. Where they do live music. Good morning. They got the one thing Disney does really, really well is theming. When they theme something, they really theme something. And here on their porthole windows, they do have seating, so you can sit down and enjoy just looking out at the ocean. And they have those down all the way down the side of the ship here. Well, we're going to keep going forward here. All right, here we go. In the actual main entrance into Azure. Okay, in here they do some trivia, some gaming. They play bingo in here. It's a little bit of an all-purpose room. They do some dancing in here, some dance parties. And of course they also have full bar service in here. And then there's that second entrance right there. That's where we went out. Or we passed it on the outside coming down the hallway. Good morning. Alright, we'll continue moving forward. Or continue moving aft, I'm sorry. We're heading towards the rear of the ship. This is up here in the front. Then you can take a quick look. Kind of let you know when you are heading into the after hours section of the ship. Alright, this is the Midship elevators on deck 3. In through here. And we'll start over on this side here. Alright, and you have your Port Adventures desk here. This is deck 3 Midship Port Adventures. And it comes around here into the atrium. Now she is a smaller ship, so she does have a smaller atrium. Okay, you have the entrance to Triton's, which is one of the 3 main dining rooms on board the ship. Okay, you have Ariel from The Little Mermaid. They do some more piano music and live music in this area here for the atrium. A small little seating area, and you have your guest services desk. Any issues, problems, and like that, you can come down here. Now, of course, here you can also call them and reach them on the app, but they do have an actual guest services desk here. And one thing you'll see quite a bit right now on this ship is they do have a lot of the seats blocked off that for your health and safety. the seat is not available. And that's just one of the things they're doing for health and safety protocols, putting some social distancing with everybody on board the ship. Alright, but we're going to continue to head aft towards the back of the ship here on deck 3. I said here on the left, this is windows for Tianas Restaurant. And the second entrance here into Triton's, and where they have their wine selection here. You have a set of stairs here, just about halfway between midship and the rear and the aft of the ship. Just goes up to deck 4, kind of just gives you another little way to go up and down in this area. And we brings us back here to the French Quarter Lounge. Now, I think they did a really good job, an excellent job of the theming here, of giving it that New Orleans feel, that New Orleans vibe. And of course, this is where you will come to on the ship if you want cafe au lait and beignets. I think they did a really beautiful job down here. Okay, and every evening they've had live music here on the stage. Plenty of seating, but again, you can see where they have every other table blocked off. And then here is the streetcar. Down at the end has some additional seating inside there. Hello. Okay. And here is the entrance to Tiana's place. This is the second of the main dining rooms on board the ship. Additional restrooms here back by the restaurant and the French Quarter Lounge. And the aft elevator banks. Now, Tianas Restaurant covers the entire aft section of deck number 3. Big giant mirrors here. Alright, let's head on up to deck number 4. Alright, now we are on deck number 4, aft of the ship. And deck number 4 does have access to the jogging track, is outside here. And we will take a look at that, because it does have a complete wraparound deck that you can walk all the way around the ship. Alright. This is the entrance to Animator's Pallet. This is the third of the main dining rooms on board the ship. And it takes up the entire aft section of deck number 4. We'll go forward on deck number 4. More restrooms on board the ship. They definitely have a ton of restrooms everywhere for you. Alright, so this is going to be shutters. This is where you come and see all of the pictures that they have taken of you and your family aboard the ship here. And it's really simple. You simply come up, everything is digital. Scan your room key right here. You just press it against this right here. It'll bring up all of the pictures that you've had taken on board. And you can either have them printed, put it on digital. Alright. Now this is where the stairs come out that we saw down on deck 3. This is where they're going to come out up here on deck 4. More locations that you can see your pictures on board. And this is the Shutters Portrait Studio, where you can schedule an appointment to have professional photographs taken of you. You'll do that there. And this section of the ship is the art gallery. So they have all of the art that is available to purchase here along the wall. It should be no real surprise that it is Disney art. You will see quite a bit of that on board. And it goes all the way down the hallway here. And this is going to be the Disney's DLounge. Now here in the DLounge, you play a lot of games. Do like the door handles on this particular door. Oh, we can't get into it right now. And this brings us to deck 4 here over the atrium. Come around here on the atrium. And you have a second entrance here into the DLounge. You have some seating up here on the deck. Okay, this is the vacation planning desk. So if you want to book any additional cruises in the future and get that discount, another access to the outside on deck 4. And we are back at the Midship elevator banks. And a little balcony here overlooking the atrium. This is one of the locations you can come. Sometimes they'll have characters that will stand here on the balcony. And a lot of times here in Midship, here in the atrium, is where your character meet and greets will occur. And this is going to be your Disney Vacation Club desk. If you're a Disney Vacation Club member or want to sign up for the Disney Vacation Club, this is where you will come and do that. All right, we're going to keep moving forward here on deck 4. And these are going to be the shops on board the ship. You have white caps here on the right. And in there you'll have your watches and of course your Disney merchandise. If you want a Minnie Mouse dress or a Donald Duck dress, well, this is where you can come and get those items. Disney Cruise Line apparel are all here in Whitecaps. And then on Mickey's main sale side, you have more Disney merchandise, more Disney Cruise Line merchandise. As far as Disney Cruise Line merchandise goes, this is kind of the only places you can get a lot of this stuff. It is exclusive to the cruise ships. So if you want any Disney Cruise Line merchandise, this is about just exactly where you have to come. Now, they only have the 2 shops on board. There is a small area where you can get sundries, but one of the big differences on Disney Cruise Lines is they do not have the duty-free shop that you could see on some other cruise ships. So they do not sell alcohol. They do not sell cigarettes here. They pretty much stick to them, mostly just Disney products and Disney merchandise. All right, so this is the Walt Disney Theater area, the entrance back to the theater. Have a small sitting area here, and then, of course, a wall dedicated to Mr. Walt Disney himself. We'll come around this direction. Both directions lead to essentially the same thing, which is going to be an entrance into the Walt Disney Theater. And it also brings you to the forward elevators. Is right here. You have an entrance to the Walt Disney Theater on both the right and left hand side. Now, I do not know if we can get in here, but let's find out. We can. All right. So this is going to be the Walt Disney Theater. Now, this theater is only on one level of the ship. You only get in here on level number 4, or here on deck 4. And as you come in, and it is a single. And this is where you'll have your Broadway production plays. They do 2 of them on this ship. We have seen Frozen, and then there is a second one today that we're going to take a look at. But this is the Walt Disney Theater. All right. All right, now we're going to go ahead and head outside here on deck number 4. Now, it's probably going to be a little bit windy out here this morning. And so this outside deck goes all the way around the ship. You can walk 360 degrees around the ship. So there's a couple things I'd like to show you guys out here. First, we're going to go forward through this area right up here. Now, unless you... Definitely windy and noisy out here this morning. Now, unless you go jogging or purposely walk up this direction, there is something up here that you'll miss if you don't actually come up here and take a look or have a reason to. We're going to go all the way forward here. Alright, so when you come all the way forward up here, you can see this cruise section of the ship. It's not something you normally see on a lot of the ships. You don't have access to this, but this is where all of the ropes are. When you are at port and you see all the ropes on the ship being tied off, this is where they are. You see the anchor does come up through here as well. You got the anchor chains. Go up through here, all of the ropes. This is kind of like a little hidden area, but you have full access to it if you actually come up here. If you're interested in taking a look at any of the stuff that the crew does. It's one of the few opportunities where these kind of areas are just open for you to take a look at. As I said, this is all the way forward on the jogging track on deck 4. All right, let's head on back towards the ship, the rear of the ship. Good morning. Now this ship went into service in 1999. She figured this year she is 23 years old. And she looks really good for a 23-year-old ship. Disney does a really good job of taking care of their vessels. Alright, so we're heading aft here on deck 4. You got all of your lifeboats here. Plenty of places to sit down outside. They have additional life jackets here and in these cabinets, just in case they're ever needed. They have loungers. Now it is still early here, hence obviously it's still dark over here on the outside, but I like to do my ship tours early in the morning. That way we have time to kind of take a look at everything and see everything before it gets crowded on the ship. Not that this particular sailing has been crowded. That's it. We go all the way around here. Get the windows into the DLounge. They do have shuffleboard out here on deck for you. And all of the stuff to play shuffleboard is right here. For the smokers, this is one of the 2 smoking locations on board the ship. We are currently deck 4, starboard aft. You can smoke in this area. However, you can only smoke in this area between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. So you cannot smoke here during the daytime. After 6 a.m. it is no longer a smoking area. But after dinner and first thing in the morning, you can smoke down here. The other smoking area will be up on deck 10 or deck 9. All can come all the way aft to the very back of the ship. So this is a complete jogging track. Definitely a little noisy back here. You can definitely hear the machinery. Okay, the jogging track, 3 laps around the track equals to 1 mile. All right, and this, of course, is we're currently at the very aft that we can go here on the jogging track. Now we're going to go around and start moving forward again. Brings us all the way back around onto this side of the ship. We're going to go ahead and head back inside. All right, and we are back here on deck 4 aft at the elevator bank again. All right, let's go ahead and head on up to deck number 5. All right, we are now deck 5 aft. Okay, so the back section of deck 5, that is cabins back there. So there are staterooms back in that direction. And of course in that direction. So we're going to move deck 5 and head forward here. And this is going to be the Buena Vista movie theater. So they show full length feature films in here. And a lot of times you can get movies, Disney movies, that are either in theaters, not yet released. Occasionally you can get those on board the ship, even before they are available to the public. Take a look here. All right, and this is a full-size movie theater. And they have every other row blocked off just for your health and safety protection. Disney is taking the health and safety protocols very, very, very seriously, as they should. But the signage and indicators of that is definitely all over the ship. And that is your Buena Vista movie theater. Okay, and that's here on deck 5 towards the aft of the ship, towards the rear. All right, here is the entrance to the Small World Nursery. That's here on deck 5 towards the rear. Now that, of course, is temporarily closed right now. They're not currently offering that option. And here on deck 5, this is where all of your kids clubs are going to be. Okay, so this is the Oceaneers Kids Club here. And that brings us back to the atrium. They have some more seating areas up here. The midship elevator area is here, and you also have the entrance to the Oceaneers lab is here midship on deck 5. And they have this really beautiful glass chandelier up here along the top. All right, we're going to keep moving forward here on deck 5. There's some really good pictures here on deck 5 of the Disney Wonder when she was under construction. When they were building her. We'll keep moving forward on deck 5. And that brings us to the forward elevator. And there are, of course, additional cabins there here on deck 5. All right, we're going to head up here till deck 6. Now, deck 6, 7, and 8 are all cabins. But there is one thing I want to show you here on deck number 6. You know, one thing you may have noticed about Disney ships, there is no casino on board. They do not have any casinos. Said they don't have a duty-free shop. If you want to buy your bottles of alcohol, different things like that, you will have to do those things in port. All right. So the Disney Wonder does have laundry rooms on board. Now, she does have them on multiple of the passenger decks. There's some down on deck 2, up here on deck 6, up on deck 8, but I wanted to show these to you. So you simply use the kiosk here, put your room key on there, in order to pay for the washers and the dryers. If you need to iron any of your clothing, they do have an ironing board in here. And of course you can also purchase any soap that you need, and again, you just use your room key and it is charged to your onboard account. They have a sink here you can use. And the rest of deck 6, like I said, 6, 7, and 8 are all passenger cabins. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and head up to deck number 9. All right, we're up here on deck 9. So we are deck 9 forward. And brings you automatically out into the adults area here. We'll start over here. Alright, so up here on deck 9 forward on the left side of the ship, this is going to be the second of the smoking areas on board a ship, and they have it all sectioned off. Up here, definitely really windy coming through here. But they have this section over here. Now, one of the things that is interesting over here, though, is you can actually see down onto a section of the bridge down through here. When you come into port, this right here will be opened up, and you can see the ship controls and everything down through there. You can see the bridge crew. All right, we're gonna head out of the smoking area here, back around. Alright, so this is the adult section only, so 18 and over only on deck 9. Go over here and take a look. They have the loungers out here. Now this is where you can come, so you don't need to even bring towels. They have clean towels up here ready to go for you. Dirty towels go right over here. They have a shower. They have the swimming pool and 2 hot tubs out here for the adults. They have the bar area here. This is the Signals bar. Up in this area with additional seating. I said it is very, very windy out here today. Everything scheduled, set up for you to recycle. Specific trash bins for food, plastic, paper, and for your aluminum cans. You have more seating over in this area here. And we're just going to work our way down this side of the ship. Alright, now this is going to be the Cove Cafe for your morning coffee. We'll go in there and take a look. Good morning. Alright, so this is going to be the Cove Cafe. That's it for your morning coffee. And of course you can get some snacks, treats they have available in here as well. It does also have a full service bar, lots of seating areas. In through here. This will be your specialty coffees, your lattes, You can see the back over here. They have your green teas, salted caramels, coconut lattes, hazelnut mochas. Pretty much if you want it, they can make it for you here. They also have some cigars. And of course a full service bar here as well. Did you get two, baby? Okay. So it's also a nice quiet place to sit, read, just have a little peace and quiet. And I said this is, of course, in the adults only section here. Thank you. Have a nice day. All right, so that is Cove Cafe. All right, continue to work our way aft, back out in the wind here. All right, so this is going to be the main pool area. Now you do have an entrance here to the Midship elevators in this area here. And they are setting it up. And the pool is currently covered. But right in this section here, in the middle is a pool. Like I said, they do have the cover on it right now. But there are two hot tubs out here as well. This is the stage area where they do the sail away party. The characters will come out here. You'll catch them in either one of these two pavilions or dancing along here. You have the funnel vision for your movies under the stars. All right, we'll keep working our way aft here. Good morning. Morning. Thank you. All right, so here along the Midship, the main pool area, we come up this direction here, and you have your Pinocchio Pizzeria. And this is where you come and get all of your pizza. Now the pizza is included in your cruise fare, and then right here next to it they do have one of the bars. It's in this area here as well. Now nothing's open quite yet. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning, but another look here at the pool area. All right, and we'll keep working our way aft. More places to get clean towels. Right, and this is going to be the kids area, the kids water area. Back here, we got the exit to the water slide here. The entrance that takes you up to the water slide. The entrance is actually goes all the way up here through the funnel and then slides all the way down, and you have the kids splash area, or the back side of it over on this side here. Right, and back here is going to be the self-service drink station. Now this, of course, is also included in your cruise fare. And you always have wonderful, friendly crew everywhere. But hello! But this is where you get your coffee. And you have all of your sodas right back over here. All right, absolutely. Thank you. All right, and now we're going to head inside back to Cabanas. Cabanas, of course, is the buffet. Good morning. All right, now you always have to wash your hands before you go inside, so we're going to take a quick stop here and wash our hands. All right, hands are all washed. Hand washing is absolutely mandatory. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Cabanas.
Thank you.
Enjoy your breakfast.
All right, and so we are down here at breakfast time. You got all of your meats, your eggs, your bread products. You got pancakes. This is where you get your Mickey Mouse waffles. Some fresh pastries. They have the drink stations over here. You just let them know what you want and they will get that for you. Over here you have your fresh fruit, toppings for your cereal. You have your yogurts, milk. And over here, good morning. You have to just love the crew on board. Plenty of seating areas in here. And they do have seating outside if you want to eat outside. Good morning. You have your breads. You can get your fried eggs. They got potatoes. They have your Eggs Benedict. There we go. I had a hiccup here for a second. And down here you can get some yogurt, some parfaits, some deli meats. Good morning. Are all down here. I said another drink station over here. And they do have outside seating. Out here on the aft section of the ship. Come out here. Come take a look. Brings us all the way here to the aft of the ship. Like to come out here and just take a look at the wake. It's just a beautiful spot, beautiful place to stand. All right, we're going to head back inside. Tiffany getting herself some more coffee. Getting some more coffee, baby?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Right? And of course the other side of the buffet now, of course, they're the same on both sides. They're in a mirror of each other as far as all the food goes. But you do have a second side over here. Some additional seating areas down through this way over here. All right, we're going to start heading forward again. Come up this way. Morning. I'm doing great. How are you? And they have another section of outside seating right there. Right, and brings us out to the other side and is the aft elevators here on deck 9. All right. Good morning. All right, we'll come back outside and we have Daisy's Delights. Somebody has the cereals. yogurts. They got some pastries, some fruit. And then over here is Build-A-Bowl. Now, Build-A-Bowl is not open right now, but you create your own custom bowl from fresh ingredients here. Have a good day. Thank you. The crew members really like to be in the videos. All right, so we're back on the other side of the kids' swim area. Now, they do provide life jackets for the little ones here. They have them available just in case your little one needs a life jacket. Come up here and take a look. They have their pool area. They have a little splash area up in here, and then you have the Aqua Lab there in the back. And for the little ones, they also have a splash area in here. And you'll have water and everything else going on here in Dory's Reef. And again, you can see the water slide entrance there just a little bit better on this side. And it comes down through the water slide here. This is the one and only water slide on the ship. All right, we're going to keep moving forward again. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, they don't want you moving any of the chairs. They have them positioned exactly where they want them for social distancing. Okay, now these are closed at the moment, but this is where your quick service items will be served right here, where you can get hamburgers, cheeseburgers, veggie burgers, fish burgers, hot dogs, bratwurst sausage, chicken tenders, and your french fries. They will be right here. So being first thing in the morning, they are not open yet. They have that location here, and then this one here at the end, this is Boiler Bites. This is where you get your shawarma. Okay, so the shawarma, you get your gyros here, and the different ingredients that they have that you can get on top of them. And this here is Midship on Deck 9. All right, we continue to move forward here, and we are back in the family pool area. We're now on the starboard side or right side of the ship. They're getting all the chairs set up. And again, you have your 2 hot tubs. Pool's still covered. And you'll notice they are always working, cleaning, painting. Some kind of maintenance is always going on this ship. But when your ship is 23 years old, this is what they do to keep it beautiful. They have additional life jackets up here for the little ones for the main family pool. Now this here is the entrance for the first of the older kids clubs for the younger teenagers. This is the Edge Club. Right in here. Listen, we don't have any young ones with us. And you also have your Midship elevators and stairs in that location. And as we move forward, it's going to bring us back to the starboard side of the adults only area. starting to put the cushions out. They said there's the bar area signals. The Cove Cafe is right there, we saw earlier. And adults only, they have these soft cushioned lounge chairs out here by the pool area. So the whirlpool and spa areas are 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So the weather on this cruise, it's been chilly. We've had some chilly mornings, some very windy days. You'll see some people out in the pool areas. All right. Now we head inside here on deck 9 forward. And on deck 9 forward is the entrance into the spa. All right, so we are at the Census Spa and Salon.
I'm gonna wait out here for you.
You gotta go back with me to the fitness center. All right, let's take a look in here. Morning. The fitness center is that way? Thank you. All right. So, of course, naturally, they offer all of the spa services you would expect on a cruise ship. Oh, there we go. There's a sign for the fitness center. They have all of their treatment rooms back through here. Then they have the rainforest. I think you have to pay for that. Good morning. You have the men's locker room here. And then you have the fitness center up here on the front. You have your workout machines for weightlifting. Got some free weights over here. And then, of course, you have your cardio machines with a wonderful view over the bow of the ship. Some more gym equipment. Now, all right, now I am super curious to know what is in this rainforest room. But it's got different color lights and everything going on in there. I'm curious now. All right, and back out of the spa here. All right, and so that is the spa area on here on deck 9. And now we're going to go up to deck 10. Now this here is the entrance to Bippity Boppity Boutique. There, I stumbled over that one. I like the stairs here. It says Magical Transformations await. Now this is by appointment only. And it's for kids, so they're not going to let us in. But we can at least show you where it is. And it is right here. Now this is where they allow children 12 and younger can come and get dressed up as princes or princesses. It's for boys and for girls. And instead for boys, they can be captains, they can be princes, and they pretty much be just about anything they want to be. And this is where they will transform them into that. And there's an additional elevator here. All right, now we are out on deck 10. Deck 10 forward. We're going to go up this way here. Now the wind's probably going to pick up again. But Deck 10 forward is the sports area, the world of sports. Is it super windy up here? This is where the basketball courts, volleyball courts are up here. They have everything taken down right now. They do have some game tables over here. They have some foosball, table tennis up here. And you can walk on the other side of this windscreen and get a completely unobstructed view over the bow of the ship. And none of you guys can see it, but down there, way down there on the bow, let's see if I can zoom in. There is a Mickey Mouse. Disney takes their hidden Mickeys very seriously, and there's one right way up there on the bow. You guys can see that. We would go on the other side, but due to the high winds, they have that area temporarily closed off. I said they got it temporarily closed, and I said with the wind blowing like it is, I'm not really surprised that they've done that. All right, so we're going to start heading aft on Deck 10. You got some seating areas. You can sit up here and relax. There's some cabanas up here for additional lounging. See the adults pool area. Again, down on Deck 9. Alright, so right here in front of the funnel, you have those glass windows here on Deck 10, and then up on Deck 11, right up here, that is the concierge area. So they have an inside area as well as an outside seating area. And this is specifically for guests staying in the concierge rooms and the concierge suites. And you can access it either from the inside, or here they have an outside entrance to take you up to the top area right there. And of course you have the big giant funnels. A very distinctive feature of Disney Cruise Lines is their red funnels with, of course, Mickey symbol here on the side with the bright red colors, the blue and the yellow. And Disney still has two funnels on board their cruise ships, but only one of them is actually functional. The other one is purely a decorative aesthetic lounge, or aesthetic touch. Now this is Midship. We're going to come in here. This is also the entrance and access into the concierge lounge, but it also is how you get into the Vibe Teen Club. So the inside entrance here to the concierge lounge, and it does require a key card specifically from those rooms to get in there. And then here you have the Vibe Teen Club, and so they have a stair access to it here, and it sits above the concierge area. And this is going to be for your older teenagers, and you can access it either through here or you can take the elevator up to 11. It does go up one more deck here above us. All right, let's go back outside. I said another example of how Disney puts their little touch on everything. You have some more Mickeys right there. So if you actually look around the ship, you can find quite a few hidden Mickeys. Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful. All right. So we are back out on deck 10. Right, overlooking the family pool area. The big screen again. I said it, and they will set loungers up here on deck 10. They still have them stacked up down there. You have the second funnel. Now this is the operational funnel. But if you see these big red funnels out there, you pretty much know that you're on board a Disney cruise ship, or that that's a Disney cruise ship off in the distance. I think they're pretty easy to tell which ones they are. All right, another look at the Aqua Lab. For the kids' play area.
The entrance to the water slide.
Yep, the entrance. That's actually on the other side, and we'll see that when we go over there, the actual entrance. But it's a good way to see it right here. You just go all the way up through the funnel. You jump on right up here at the top, and down the water slide you go. I said you can hear them working on the ship. Now, I mentioned it earlier. Disney takes great pride in fixing every little flaw they find on these ships. They don't like them to look. As I said, this is just the maintenance part. All right, so we're going to go in here. Now, this is going to be the one and only specialty restaurant on board the ship. Okay, and this is Pallet, the specialty restaurant. Take a quick peek in here real quick. Show you Pallet. With their wine selection. Great view around the whole back end of the ship right here. But just a quick look at Pallet, so y'all can take a look. And here's a quick look at Pallet's menu. And this is going to be the aft elevators. So you can access Pallet either from the stairs, from the elevators, or from the door that we came in on the outside on deck 10. And I said, this ship has one specialty restaurant on board. All right, we'll go back outside. continue around to the aft of the ship. As in, all these windows here are for Pallet. Stairs lead down to the outside area of the buffet for cabanas down this way. You can access the buffet down there, or if you're down in the buffet, access deck 10. There's additional seating up here. It's a very open space up here on deck 10. So today, though, anything that's not heavy is probably going to blow right off of the ship. All right, so we'll head up the other side of deck 10. So this is going to be the actual entrance into the Twist and Spout water slide. Gives you the rules and everything. You do have to be 38 inches at least to ride this ride. And they say an expected wait point from this point is 40 minutes. And that's quite long if you go all the way up. Now on this particular cruise, I don't think anybody's waited at all to get on that water slide. Side of the family pool area. All right, let's hope that we're able to catch a copyright infringement here for the Disney music playing in the background. Try to talk over that just a little bit. The other entrance here into the concierge and vibe at Midship. That wind is really shaking everything here. It is shaking the camera all over the place. I think we're gusting way above the 30-mile-an-hour range right now. Alright, back over to the adult section of the pool, and you guys can take a look at that water. It is moving around. You can see the wind hitting it. What's crazy, the ship is not moving all that much. It's pretty much just the wind that is causing the water to move like that. The ship itself is fairly steady this morning. You know, you can see the sea out there. You know, and it's definitely not glass smooth, but it's not as bad as it has been the last couple of days. That first day out, it was extremely choppy. All right, so we are back on deck 10 to the forward elevator section here. head back inside. Alright, so this is the DLounge. Now in here they do trivia, they do the game shows, they do all kinds of a variety of activities in here. We're gonna be playing Sarge Says in here this morning, and we're definitely gonna be checking that out. Plenty of seating. It does have full bar service. You got the stage up here. They've also done karaoke in here. It said trivia. A little bit of everything happens in this room. Now this one was locked when we came down first thing this morning, so I thought we'd come back in, kind of update and give you a look of this room right here. Said it's a good size space. Definitely got lots of hints of Mickey Mouse in all of the walls. You got it in the floors. And so this is the DLounge, and this is Deck 4 Midship. Alright, we are back down here on Deck 9. We're in the adults area. There's some things that are open now that were not open when we went through here the first time, so I thought we'd come through and just touch up on a couple of final items here. So this is the Sandals Bar next to the Cove Cafe, where they play sports on the TVs back there, and it's now actually open and you can see inside there. Alright, and here is the pool bar. It's open, and of course we have Pinocchio's Pizza. So if you need a slice of pizza, come through here to Pinocchio's Pizza. And we're going to come around to the other side over by the Aqualab side. And the shawarma is open here where you can get your gyros right in here. And then you can get all of your burgers all through here. I said they were just all closed out this morning. And then finally over here are Sully Sips, and over here is where you can get your smoothies and where you can get Dole Whip on the ship as well. So if you're a fan of Dole Whip, you can come get that right over here. And the ice cream is here. And this is where you get your ice cream at. How are y'all? No, just coming through taking a look right now, but thank you. Alright, and that is our ship tour of the Disney Wonder. I hope you guys have enjoyed everything, showed you everything on board. If you have any questions, comments, or anything about the ship, let me know below. Y'all have a great day.